Diddy.
Yeah.
Is now under federal investigation. Yeah. And all types of wild shit has come out. There's a former porn star that's suing him, saying that he made her boyfriend give him head. 50's working on a Diddy documentary.
He made her what?
Oh, you didn't hear about this one?
No.
A female porn star is suing Diddy, saying that he forced her boyfriend to give him head.
Why is he not suing Diddy?
Yeah, I know, right?
Is his mouth full? Like what the...
Why
is he not suing Diddy? What the fuck are you? First off, I have no doubt that some of these things, as alleged, are true.
Well, we saw the video, right? 'Cause
Yes.
since last time, the Intercontinental Cassie video came out.
Right.
Which anyone that was on Diddy's side and was saying this is a money grab, when they saw that, they said, never mind. Never mind.
I never liked him.
Have you met him before?
Never did. I
never met him?
I met him a bunch of times, but I never liked him.
Why?
I just didn't. It felt like when I see those things, I never was shocked about it. I never, like, it just, I could sense a thing. Like, I don't know what it was. But I will say that all those people who are now coming out and talk about these monstrous things he did are only saying it now when but they were fine with it when they were benefiting from it. Their silence benefited them from. If you are now telling us all these things you witnessed, then now you want to witness, you're an accomplice. And I think it's weird that a dude, like, you would think that a dude who'd been in that many videos would know when a new one was coming out. Like, you would think.
Well, he bought that video for $50,000.
Yeah. Well, but you know how this works.
Yeah.
You know how this works. You knew, like, he been Puffy, Diddy, Puff Daddy. In my experience, any nigga changed his name that many times has done a lot of shit wrong. Where I'm from, we call it an alias. Is that you? No, not no more. That was me last album. But you know what happened to me? That was the last. Everybody in the 90s had been the product of the 70s and 80s and all that wild shit that was going on then. So that was the last vestige of those people who just got to do it. But all those people went to all those parties are now having lawyers explain and what they saw and why they were there. Like, it just wasn't my thing. It just wasn't where I wanted to be. But I'm not shocked about the allegations at all.
Well, yeah, I interviewed Roger Bonds, who was the head of his security for 10 years. And he did witness multiple situations with, when he beat Cassie, which he had to break them up and, kind of put her, in a different place and so forth, as well as witnessing a lot of other, the whole Kim Porter, the fight on the boat where he broke her nose. Roger Bonds was there when they landed and, said that Diddy flew in a plastic surgeon to fix her nose. There was a situation with his personal chef, and I heard some of the audio of this, of her explaining how he just basically threw her out of the house like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because he got mad at her. Beat his assistant, beat one of Cassie's friends, and Cassie didn't support her friend, and that's why the friendship kind of fell apart. You saw it over and over and over again. I know people that have worked for him that have seen all types of inappropriate situations where he would walk by and like slap one of the female employees in the ass, and the employee was married. And everyone knew the husband, the husband and Diddy knew each other. Like, it was a bunch of crazy shit that really had been going on for a very long time.
I ain't trusted that nigga since he came up with Pizza Rock. Anybody that come up with pizzas and vodka is up to the, like.
What does Pizza Rock have to do with it?
Who comes up with that? You got pizzas and vodka? This nigga's up to something. I remember when, allegations of drug and, like, I love pussy as much as the next man. I just I won't drug nobody to get it because I'm from the era when lies work. Remember you could lie and get
lie away to some pussy.
Like Rufy ain't got shit on I love you.
We got a future.
Just let me put the tip in. You know what?
I believe my wife for you.
Right.
Yeah, that works better than a roofie. Huh?
Right, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. And nobody goes to jail for that.
Right.
People just say you ain't shit, but nobody goes to jail.
Although, I just read today that in India, a man who promises to marry a woman, for sex, can now face up to 10 years in prison. There's a new law that's passed.
Well, you know what? Remind me to stay the fuck out of India. Remind me to stay the fuck out of India. No, it was all. Have you ever noticed, like, everybody from that era is in trouble? Everybody.
Not everybody.
No, but I'm talking about, like, you're right, not everybody. That's hyperbolic. But all those dudes who are at every party and having the wild stuff is now lawyered up.
I mean, look, I remember I interviewed Brother Marquise from the 2 Live crew. And he said during their heyday, some of the dudes around them said to him that they felt they had a rape license. This came out of his mouth. And he passed away now, so, But he said it on my show, that back then, dudes just felt like, yeah, whatever, I could take the pussy. And,
man.
There's no cameras, there's no this. I mean, it was a very different era. It was wrong.
But it was all
a different era.
Type of man. Like, let me tell you something, man. And I'm not going to say who this is, but I was on the road one time. And these dudes, I guess they knocked these bras off. They fucked them or whatever. And the next day, the police, we're getting ready to leave, and the police contact me. And they're like, well, she said that these people, you guys were all together. I said, I wasn't with nobody. I went home. I went back to my room. Mm-hmm. And the only reason, did you know that when you use that card to go in your room,
yeah,
it's a timestamp?
Yeah.
I didn't know that until the police told me. Now I know.
Now
so
you know.
I time-stamped in. I was like, I ain't hanging with this. Because I knew they was wild dudes. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to go on. Time-stepped in. And by the time I time-stepped out, they saw me going to the hotels, time-stepped in. When I come back out, I obviously wasn't there. But I was like, I can't even go nowhere with you guys no more, y'all, But I think that there's something, even when I went to, we talked about Freaknik before. It was too wild. I was like, nah, it's too much for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, you said that you can remain friends with men who commit crimes against women.